Welcome back to Garage Outdoors on Garage Matters. Today we're trying a new place. This place is Lake Leon. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So here is the parking, and I did bring out the new Garage Matters truck, the Chevy 2500 XD, and it just looks amazing here as well. But there's plenty of space out here, and it is a weekday, and it doesn't appear like there's a lot of people fishing here, and that could be because there's no fish or everybody's at work. But take a look at this area. Beautiful place, and it looks like they do have public restrooms over here. I don't know if they're unlocked or not, but I did bring my 5.6 ultralight rod, and I didn't bring no bait today, but today I'm gonna be using this little lure right here. So I just got it rigged up to a regular J hook, and it almost reminds me of a little fluke. So I'm gonna just toss this around here and see if there's any crappies, bass, or even some big panfish in here that's gonna try to take this lure. But there's plenty of ducks around here. There is a dock over here. It looks like you can go up on this dock as well. And then down over here, there are 2 boat ramps as well too. But this lake, let's take a closer look at this lake and see how clear this water is. Now, it doesn't appear like it's a really dirty lake. It seems like it's quite clear, but it does look like it's really shallow around here. Not sure this camera is able to pick it up, but it's pretty shallow around here. And take a look at that. Let's zoom in a little more, and you can see that there are trees sticking out of the water all the way out in the middle of the lake. So I think this is a really shallow lake, but we'll give it a try and see if we can pull any fish out of this lake. Ooh, oh my gosh, I had a hit, but these are little guys in here. If I would have brought some worms or live bait, I think I'd be able to pull some of these fish out, but these are little fish in here. And it might sound crazy, but I might just have to pinch off some of this worms, and might just have to pinch off some of this and just put a little piece on the hook and see if I can trick them into biting this piece of plastic. Oh my gosh, that was a giant fish jump. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of tear this apart. This seems like it's just a little bit too big. I'm gonna rip off the tail right here and go with a little piece of plastic, and hopefully this is gonna mimic a little worm, and just put it on this hook just like this. So maybe we can pull up one of these fish that are in here. So let's hope that this is going to work. So this is my rig right here. Basically the tail of that jig on this hook. So we're just gonna toss it back in here. I know there's some fish in here, and we'll see if that's gonna work. Ooh. These are... they are in there. I just can't get them because they are just not big enough to hit this, but they're trying to hit it. I just need a bigger one in there. Now these panfish, I've never really caught one on a lure before, and it's gonna be... ooh, got him. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, can't believe it. Got him, guys. Got him with this lure. That is pretty cool. So I guess he was trying to eat it, but he got snagged on here, but it's all right. But whoop. All right, you can go back in there. Get back on in there. So I'm gonna set up my other camera, but there are some fish in there, and let's get this other camera set up real quick and try to pull out some more of these fish in here. All right, we're gonna try it again. So there's definitely some panfish in here. I'm gonna toss this back out there, and it's almost fishing like a worm, but I'm just gonna leave it in there. And as crazy as it seems, I'm just fishing it like a live worm. So just toss it in there and kind of slowly retrieve it, and watch my line. If my line goes tight, then I know I'll have a fish, but it's pretty wild to be trying to catch fish like this. Alright guys, let me show you what I'm using now. I'm using this grub right here, and hopefully this is going to produce the bite. So this grub is about 2 inches long. It's got a pink jig head and this action from this grub tail. I don't know. Hopefully it'll do the trick in here. Hopefully there's a good sized panfish, a bass, or even a crappie in here. Oh yeah, getting some good distance on this. Alright guys, so we're over here on this boat ramp now, and we're just gonna cast this jig along here and probably work our way down to this bank down here. And I didn't catch anything. I did catch a little panfish back over there, but I want to catch something else before I close out this video. So hopefully we can pull something out from this area right here. Alright guys, so we worked this boat ramp and went down along here and then went over to the other side. We didn't catch anything down in here, but I do like this lake. This lake does seem like it has good visibility compared to some of the other lakes that I have been fishing around here. So I think I'm gonna come back here next time and bring some live bait, probably some worms, maybe even some hot dogs to see if I can pull out some of these panfish. It seems like that's all that there is around here, but you never know. There could be a bass hiding in here as well. And that's gonna do it this time for Garage Matters. Make sure you join us next time on Garage Outdoors on Garage Matters, and hit that like and subscribe button.